Place. Yes, good boy. Yes, good down, good boy. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Trey and Duke here, back with another video. And today we're going to be teaching you guys how to teach your dog the place command. The place command is a very underrated command, but a very important command as far as it goes to teaching your dog, or especially if you have a Connie Corso, right? There's going to be times when you need your dog to, go somewhere on command and, stay in that spot. And the place command is going to be a vital tool in your toolkit to do that. Sometimes you may have your kiddos running around, a lot of crazy stuff going on, and you need to start gaining control of the situation. So you put the dog in a place here, put the kids over here on task or whatever, and then now everything's sorted out and you have, order amongst the chaos. So as you guys can see, Duke is here in a place. We got a lot going on here, cars driving by, airplanes, we got, animals, right? We got alligators in the pond, birds come by, people walk their dogs and stuff like that. But if I put him in a place command, that's his task, that's his job, and he's focused on that. So right now he's just kind of chilling, right? He's keeping an eye on everything, but he's in that place and I have control and, order amongst what I have going on right here in my backyard. And I want you guys to have the same thing. All right, so as we get into it, guys, I ask that you please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That way this information could get pushed out to more people and we can help them out with their dogs, puppies, Connie Corsos, doesn't matter the breed, this works. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, first things first, let's discuss what you guys are going to need when teaching the place command. All right, it's a couple things. And the first thing on that list is patience. All right, guys, you have to understand, you have to be patient. I know you might have a brand new pup. You want them to do all these cool things you see these dogs doing on YouTube and TV and stuff like that. But that doesn't happen without consistency and patience during those times when you're drilling and teaching, okay? So if you have your pup and they're not quite getting it yet, don't get frustrated, don't quit, don't give up. You have to be patient, okay? Next thing is your reward system, all right? I always like to teach that you use praise and love for your primary reward when your dog does something that you want, right? The reason I say praise and love is that you always have that on you, right? You may not have their favorite toy or a treat bag or whatever the case may be, but you always have these in yourself, right? So if they're motivated by you and getting attention, praise and love from you, you got a good thing going. So if I give Duke a place and he's here and he's doing something I want him to do, he's in the place, he's calm, he's relaxed, I just come over, yes, good boy, and I'm reinforcing that behavior right there, right? Yes, good boy, Duke, good boy. And trust me, guys, he loves it. Little tail get the wagging, and he knows he's doing the right thing. So make sure that you got your reward system down pat. Praise and love, number 1. 2, right? Treats. They may like treats. Some people are opposed to it or whatever the case may be. Just use it as a reinforcing tool, something secondary to praise and love, okay? So here, he's here, and I can just, give him a treat. He's happy with that. All right. Third thing, really quick, guys, is access to a favorite toy or something like that, right? That's gonna motivate them, right? Duke knows when I grab this, he gets to bite, pull, run, do all that cool stuff. And if he's doing what he's supposed to, he'll get access to it as a reward, right? So just have those things nearby, or integrate them into your training when you go to teach the place command. All right, next thing I want to discuss here, guys, is introducing the area or object or whatever the case you want to use as your aid to place. For me, I got this training bed that I've had since he's been a puppy. It's a large, I'm sure they make bigger ones, but I never got a bigger one. He still likes it a lot, right? So I just kind of I just still haven't used it, whatever. But you can get a training bed like this. You can get a training pad, a mat, doormat, anything that, once they interact with, you reward them when they start interacting with it. So you may want to slowly introduce it to them, put it down in the area, and once they start investigating and going by it and stuff like that, you can give them, praise and love. Good boy, right? And then you start directing them to them. Another thing that you guys can do, what I always recommend, Duke has a short leash on here, is keep your pup on a leash, right? And you could, a little tension on the leash goes a long way. guide them over, right? They're nervous or afraid or whatever the case may be. You don't overdo it. Take your little wins, right? The closer you could get, one interaction with the, the bed or mat or whatever it is, take that as a win. Move on, come back, try again if they're not just interested, right? Or, right, you got those treats and you can lure them over there. That stuff helps out a lot, okay? But once you get them interested in there, the more they start engaging with it, that's what you want, right? So when they're in those moments of engaging, yes, good boy. You want to reinforce that behavior. Reinforce, reinforce, reinforce. And again, we do that with praise and love, treats if we have them, access to toys or whatever, right? If he wants his favorite chew toy, all right, place on that bed and you have access to it, chew on it for a little bit or whatever, rinse and repeat. So recap, praise and love, slow integrations to the object that you want. And then from there, praise and reward. So we'll go through a couple of demos as well too to kind of show you, what it could potentially look like. So let's see. Duke, come. Yes, good boy. Good boy. What's that? All right. Right now I have a treat. So let's say I got my new pup and I want him to place on that bed, right? I can take him over here and I'll point, right? Duke tries to jump the gun because he already knows the deal. But what I would do is I'll take my hand and I'll start tapping here and I'll say, what's that? Good boy, right? So now he's interested. Good boy, yes, right? And now what I want to do here is issue the command. Do place, place. Yes, good place. And now once he's there, I mark with yes, and then I reward, right? Marking is important here. I always tell you guys to be consistent with your marking. I use yes, good boy a lot. I've always done that when he's a pup, so you know he's doing the right thing, okay? Another example here, I'll just use a sit, Duke, sit. Yes, yes, good boy, all right? And reward, Duke, down. Okay, so now once he's on there and he's, whatever, he's, comfortable with it, let's go with that. Now I can start saying, all right, this is a good thing, right? And especially if they were afraid of it in the beginning. So now I have these small little treats, I can, right, feed him while he's on there. And I can start to make my own little game out of it, right? So now he's here, maybe he was nervous before, and now I want to just continuously reinforce it. Good boy, good place, good place, good boy. And I'll back up, and I'll just let him know, good place, good boy, all right? And step back in. I can, reward him. I'm giving him treats.
Could you try?
I'm giving Siri, all right? I'm giving him treats. He likes that. That's cool. But I can easily step away. Good place, good boy, all right? And now we bounce off again. Duke, come. All right, so he's here. And he does his attempt at a come to heel, good boy, right? And then once he's trying to jump, gonna stay. Once he starts to get the groove, he's into it. Your pup will be enthusiastic because they're getting attention, toys, praise, love, treats, whatever. So they'll want to do it. So now I just say, Duke, place. Yes, good place, good boy, good boy. Sit. Down. I don't have anything but, praise and love. Yes, good boy, good place, good boy. All right, so he loves it. And it's pretty much that simple, guys. Guide him over there, get him interested in what you got going on, and don't overdo it. Never too much at one time. If they're not feeling it, put it aside. Maybe try a different mat. Maybe you not jump out with the bed right away, right? Another thing that I like to use a place command for is, to build confidence. If you're in a situation where your dog is a little skittish and, you're trying to get them out, I like to take Duke to, on walks and stuff, and I'll see some structures like benches, concrete benches and stuff like that. And I'll have him do a place command up on, something that's a little elevated to help build his confidence, right? And so I'll be out walking him. I'll point to, let's say a concrete bench or something like that, and just say place. And he'll hop up on there. I give him a sit, a down, a couple commands to get him focused or whatever, and a break. And then, he's done with that. But I'll tell you guys to just keep working it, keep drilling it. Eventually they'll get it. And, your dog will be happy, and you know, whatever the case may be. So he's been being a good boy. I know he wants this thing, probably play a little bit. Dude, come. Break. So, sit, place. Now you guys can see the change in his attitude, right? This is why I say some things motivate dogs more than others, right? Use that, okay? He's all excited. Dude, down. Good boy. What's that? Dude, come. Sit. Yes. Eyes. Place. Good boy. Good boy. He's working hard. You want to make sure you always reward, okay? Dude, break. Good boy. All right. Let him get it. And then, you know, he's off. So that's pretty much it, guys. Rewind the video, go through it. It's pretty simple, but you're going to get your best results the more consistent you are. Okay, just remember, you know, you have your reward system, praise and love, treats, toys, or whatever as secondary to praise and love. Consistency, don't overdo it, don't do too much at once, and just continue to be consistent and scale up, introduce more distractions as you go, and you'll have the place command down in no time. So that being said, guys, remember, subscribe to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, like the video, share with a friend so they can learn as well. If you got any additional tips, add it to the comment section below, because that's always helpful for everybody and get the discussion going. And you know, point people to other resources if you need to as well. But we appreciate you guys for rocking with us and watching the video up to this point. Check out the video I got popping up on screen now, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Good boy. Yes, good boy. Good boy.